One of my favorite things about Ignite is being able to catch up with friends like Dian. Dian, we had the keynote this morning. We're in the hub right now. What were 4 takeaways that you wanted to talk about when it comes to the keynote?
Oh my goodness, there were so many good
There was
things
so
that
many.
were shared, right?
Yeah.
So first thing I want to say, Copilot, 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 Copilot. But let's just move away from that a little bit. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to mention that really stuck with me like the entire day today is how AI is actually going to help with science.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Did you see that?
It was, yeah. So the University of Washington won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for what they're doing with AI. And it wasn't Copilot, but it wasn't OpenAI. It was what they're doing around proteins and how they're predicting the protein folding, right? And it went from 5 years down to something crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Projects that they used to take, it used to take them like 5 years to complete, they can now do in 1 year. And if you're kind of thinking about this, think about they're doing this with proteins, but think about, cancer and
Yeah.
doing research that way and being able to use AI to predict things. It's super exciting to me. So
That's awesome. That's a great first takeaway where scientists are using AI to solve real issues. And so what's another takeaway?
So another one that I really, really enjoyed was there was a demo that they showed. I kind of forgot the name of the presenter. I know his
Yeah.
first name was Seth.
Seth
And
Juarez, yeah.
he's from the Microsoft. He's on the Microsoft team, and he did a really cool demo where this was actually with the Copilot, where first he starts to initiate a conversation with the chatbot,
Yeah.
and then he says, "Well, what if you don't want to have the conversation with the chatbot, and you want somebody to actually call you?"
Right.
So he told the chatbot to call him,
Sure.
and then he answered the phone, and then the conversation just went from the chat to the phone, where at some point in time, he actually asked information about several products, but he asked to actually get that in writing.
Sure.
So it took the agent 1 minute to put all their content together and then just sent it to them after that.
Yeah, that was really neat because he's taking multimodal concepts, right? So he's interacting with in multiple ways. So first in text, and then he's on audio, and then he goes back to text. And so that customer experience of that journey and says, okay, that was great. It was good talking to you, but I want that in text so I can go, share it with others and validate, is this what I really want? And so bringing sort of that sales and that marketing and that customer service experience all to one user experience is incredible. And I'm excited to see where that goes.
Absolutely. I think it was so exciting. Did you also see what they were showing inside of Microsoft Teams?
Yes.
Dus nou kan je dus gewoon een andere taal spreken en dan kan je gewoon Teams gebruiken.
Yeah, this is where again, it was sort of that Babelfish concept of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I wanted to go up and click on that and translate that, right? Because now it's multilingual, right? And so we're having this conversation. You can speak in your native language, and I can understand, and you can express yourself fully
Exactly.
in that, and that would be really neat.
So great, right? Like I said, you don't have to get the translator to jump on that Teams call with you.
Right.
It just allows you to use a translator. And I think I even saw that you can actually get it to speak in your tone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So as an individual, yeah.
Exactly. It was so cool. And then the last one, I think, was the ability to use SharePoint to very quickly create an agent directly from
Right.
within SharePoint.
And that was neat because so often when we think of Copilot Studio and these Copilots, you're in that user and maker experience. And then, so as a business user, that's not where I start. That's not where they're
Right.
experiencing their day. So you got to go over to the maker experience and start the conversation, go find the files and add them. And then as you go through, how do we make sure that as a business user, you're able to do it simply? And so starting in SharePoint and then creating the agent is amazing.
Right, exactly. And like you said, it just saves a lot of time, right?
does.
Having to jump back between applications.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is going to be a lot quicker. So,
It is.
yeah,
And
pretty cool.
and the last bonus one I would say is in Teams. There's that concept of being able to use Copilot, not just for the audio translation, right? Being able to say, okay, what did people say? What did Dian say as part of that? But also taking the chat experience in there and then also taking the visual experience, right? So if I display something, you're doing a demo, right? Or you're going through and walking through a system, being able to use the image component of AI to be able to understand, okay, during the audio, during the text, and during the video, bringing all that together to summarize the
Right.
information. So,
It's so exciting,
Yeah.
all this new stuff. Absolutely.
so I had to sneak the one Copilot in there at the end. but I'm excited for what's ahead. That was just the keynote this morning. And so, Dian, I'm excited for what you have to share. You also had an article and a blog come out today.
Yeah, actually, also something that they mentioned today, they're talking about autonomous agents, right? So I actually have an article and a video that came out today. So definitely check that out as well if you're interested.
Awesome. Dian, let's go back to sessions. I'm excited for what's ahead.
Absolutely.